Well, good morning to our studio audience and welcome to the rating game. Today we have an administrator who is in search of a perfect rater. And today we have 3 contestants, and here they are. Our first contestant hopes to serve in a shared leadership team position in a high school that is focused upon maximizing student learning in a safe school environment. He has attended Lebanon Valley College, Bucknell University, and Immaculata University. Let's give a warm rating game welcome to Dr. Ben Ruby. Contestant number 2 hopes to obtain a position as an educational facilitator and become an instructional leader that is student-focused and works collaboratively with the entire staff to ensure student success through data-driven decisions. He has attended Lebanon Valley College, Alvernia. Let's give a warm rating game welcome to Mr. Wally Popejoy. And contestant number 3 really hopes to stay in his present position and is only here for some comic relief. He reports that college is a blur to him, and he believes objectives from a resume are proof that one needs a BS to be in education. Let's give a warm rating game welcome to Mr. Jimmy Hale. And now let's meet our administrator. Our administrator lives in Palmyra and recently lost her administrative partner. She enjoys warm summer nights, color-coordinated Sharpies, and high-heeled shoes. Let's give another warm rating game welcome to Ann Hoover, middle school principal. And now let's give our contestants an opportunity to say hello to Ann.
Hello, Ann. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Ann. Hey, how you doing?
Ann, why don't you have a seat and ask your first question?
Hi. I'm really looking for a good looker. Contestant number 1, tell me, what would you look for during a teacher observation?
Well, Ann, I'd be looking for a teacher who creates an environment of respect and develops a good rapport with her students. They should be establishing a culture for learning and managing classroom procedures and student behavior, and they must have a very organized physical space that is safe for students.
Gee, sounds like you're really into the environment. How about you, contestant number 2?
Well, I'd like a teacher who communicates with his or her students, uses questioning and discussion techniques, uses assessment within instruction, and demonstrates a flexibility and responsibility with their students.
I can see that instruction is your main focus. Same question, contestant number 3.
Well, Ann, I'm going to be honest with you because I'm always honest with the girls that I can date. I mean, when I'm looking to rate. The life of my battery of my laptop, it dies frequently. So when I go into a classroom, I'm going to look for the outlet first. I'm going to look for a comfortable chair. I'm going to need a cup of coffee, a place to stretch my legs out, and then eventually, what these 2 guys said.
How about your next question, Ann?
I believe spontaneity is best left at home. So contestant number 2, tell me, how would you expect a teacher to plan and prepare for a lesson?
Good question. I think it's important that teachers have a knowledge of the content that they are teaching. They know their students and all of their needs, and they select outcomes that match these needs.
Sounds good. Contestant number 1?
Well, I believe they need to plan learning activities and have materials ready, determine groups, come up with appropriate resources, and design appropriate assessments that match instructional outcomes.
Very true. Contestant number 3.
Well, my philosophy is if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. For teachers, it's all about preparation. And without that preparation, lessons can be a real pain in the rear. Now, what that has to do with the letter H, I don't know.
And it looks like we have time for just one more question.
Contestant number 1. What item in your house will demonstrate you are ready to be a great raider?
Good question, Ann. I would have to say it would be a mirror. To be professionally responsible, one must reflect on their teaching. Only by reflecting can one grow and develop professionally.
How reflective. Contestant number 2.
I'd have to say a computer. With a computer, you can maintain records, communicate with parents and teachers through email, and search for resources and develop staff development.
Use of technology. How impressive. Contestant number 3.
Well, if I was talking about you, I would say a refrigerator because you've been very cold. You haven't given me any feedback like these two guys. But since we're talking about, instruction, I would say flat screen, LCD, plasma TV. I really love football, and I see a lot of big-time players making big-time plays in big-time games on that TV. So I'm pretty confident when I walk into the classroom, I'm going to recognize a pro.
Well, there you have it, Ann. It's time for you to make your decision. Will it be contestant number 1, contestant number 2, or contestant number 3? So have you made your decision, Ann?
I have. Contestant number 2.
Well, let's give you an opportunity to meet the contestants you did not select. Contestant number 1 is Dr. Ben Ruby, and he already has a great team and an excellent staff at Palmyra High School, so frankly, he could care less that you didn't select him. And contestant number 3, let's meet Jimmy Hale. He'll be heading home for a quick review of good instructional practices to help improve his rating skills. And now for your chosen raider, and you've selected Mr. Wally Popejoy, and now you will both be off to Palmyra Middle School for a wonderful year rating some of the best and brightest teachers in the district.